Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where I dive deep into the influencer culture and call influencers and various other people out for their crappy behaviors. I am Sasha, and today we're going to be discussing the dad and daughter dream team saga update. Welcome back to the show because interview 2 never happened. Was it ever going to happen? We don't know, but we're going to talk about it. Let's go, guys. What a wild ride and turn of events this all turned out to be. I'm shook and also not shook. As a lot of you will know, last week the dad and daughter dream team went on an interview with this TikTok creator named Hannah, and she got some massive confessions. I was like, you know what, props to you, girl, you're getting the stuff done. I don't think that the authorities necessarily have a leg to stand in this matter because it's just not illegal, but could it have been presented by a more competent interviewer, by someone who wouldn't fumble through it? Are there dangers to what she did? Yes, I'm there with all of that, but that's not what we're talking about today. We already discussed that in this video right here, which I will try and remember to link. But if not, it'll be in the description box. What has happened since then has been wild. So first off, Hannah posted this TikTok kind of teasing the second interview and how it was going to be, so heavy. And a lot of people got the ick from that, myself included. I don't think that teasing it like that was a good idea. And I think that's where the heat really started to pick up for Hannah and people started to really criticize her, like a lot. And I also have another update because apparently Patrick is on Roblox. So we will cover that in the end, but we're going to start with Hannah. So last week, after she posted that and the heat started to pick up a little bit, she started blocking people really quickly with criticism to her approach. And a lot of people got that big ick feeling of like, okay, well, if it's so heavy, if he's admitting to stuff that needs a disclaimer for, then maybe you're not the person that should be handling it anymore. Right? So I'll see if I can find her teasing the second interview. So no, I can't. I'm not going to take a lot of time and try and find it because I really want to get into the video. Well, then people started calling her out because I guess it got leaked somehow that she supports Trump and supports ICE and their movement. And I'm not American, so I only have so many opinions on this. And I don't want it to get too political, but what? How can I do this without it getting too political? When it came out that she was in support of ICE and everything, people were like, whoa, girl, what are you talking about? And she went ahead and posted a really interesting reply to it all. I shared it on my community post and we will go and take a read of it now. So I had to edit it to say that this is not my statement because a few of you thought this was me talking. Sorry, guys. It's a statement from Hannah, okay? So update, I will not be doing the interview. Let me explain why. I have never encountered such a miserable and hateful group of people who think it's okay to threaten, badger, and tear someone down. The moment it came out that I'm a proud Republican and a devout Christian, all of these so-called kind people turned cruel. Let me remind you, my political or religious beliefs had absolutely nothing to do with what I was trying to do, which was bring truth and justice to light. But clearly, that didn't matter to many of you. I've informed Patrick that I will no longer be hosting any interview and am completely done with this situation. I'm stepping away for my own peace and sanity. Because of all this, I'm done. I'm off Reddit and my social media will no longer be active in the sense of posting or engaging anymore. I'm walking away from all of it. It's ironic, the same people who claim to stand for love, peace, and acceptance have shown nothing but hate, judgment, and hypocrisy. I can only assume many of them are liberals, and if that's what that group stands for, then I want no part of it. So I'm walking away proudly with my MAGA hat and my Bible in hand. Yeah, well, that escalated quickly. Yikes. I can understand why some people might have voted for Trump, right? In comparison to the opposing party. I can understand why some people would vote Republican because they were raised Republican, they've been Republican their whole life. And the fact that you guys only have two political parties is also kind of unhinged for me. Like it's either extreme this way or extreme this way. There's no like anything, Again, not American, don't know a whole lot about it. However, for people to stand there and say that liberals, okay, because it's always that. It's always, you don't fully agree with me. You don't kiss his butt. So you're a liberal and, you're the problem. And it's like, do you not realize how hateful and judgmental everything out of the current president's mouth is? Like it is. And watching it from a detached position, from an outside position, it is absolutely wild to see the hate, the judgment, the hypocrisy come from the Republicans and the Republican Party and ICE, and then have someone say that it was like, whoa, the political climate in the United States right now is a mess. And walking out with a bang like that, you will regret that when you're older. Give it a couple more years. And she's 32. She's in her 30s acting like this. I thought she was in her early 20s, easily. So this first comment, yes, I find it strange. Let's not forget that she first tried to get views by reading here and then making videos where she says, I discovered, or something similar, trying to take credit for everything. I'm suspicious of her. I think she's clout chasing and creepy and supports PDF files. I always try and give credit. I'm on the Dad and Daughter Snark Reddit sub right here. I always try and give credit because I'm not doing the work, and I know that these guys are the super sleuths doing all the work. For people to come on and make these claims that, oh, I found this out, I got this, gross. There's enough room for everyone in the pot if you put effort into your content creation. If you make a solid effort to do things, there's more than enough room for everyone. But to go and steal and not even give credit where credit's due, gross. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. They all act like they were the detectives when in fact they got the info here. She's nothing but a clout chaser, simple as that. And then this one is interesting. I genuinely feel guilty for trying to back her. I had a feeling something wasn't right, but I wanted the best for Sarah. Myself being a child R victim, I was hoping this was a way for Sarah to be free. As the interview went on, my feelings about Hannah got worse and worse. Then the way she started hyping up this second interview hit me like a truck. At that moment, I knew she was clout chasing. Finally, her reposts said all I needed to form my final opinion. Interesting. So it was the reposts that people saw that were probably like, oh, she's in support of really toxic, harmful behaviors. And now, if we think about ICE, and again, I don't want this to get super political because everyone has the right to believe what they want to believe. But if we stand at ICE alone, yes, I understand how that can be beneficial for those who are illegally in the country. But I also think that there is benefit to allowing people to go through the process to get citizenship instead of just cutting off the borders. And to rip children out of schools, to rip people out of their home. I don't know. It's a very slippery slope. I saw this one video where ICE was trying to arrest this delivery guy and he runs away on his bicycle. What are you guys doing? You're just fear mongering. Oh, okay, whatever. Not politics. I find her connection to P very disturbing and I was downvoted for saying so. I am a trafficking survivor, and if anyone allowed my trafficker to sit there on live stream and talk about their activities and praise them for admitting the truth, I would be absolutely sickened. She's giving someone a platform who deserves to be behind bars. It's awful. This, and people saying it's an interrogation tactic, okay, we are all PIs with egos so large we forget we actually are not PIs at all. Come on. They've had 2 weeks to chat on the side, collab, and create their own surefire narratives. With P being an excellent manipulator, I find it hard to believe he won't be in control of what comes out to serve his disturbed agenda. And also, it really upsets me, the last line there. Yeah, fine, go be a proud MAGA supporter. Yeah, it's a really good stance to take nowadays. And the reason I have opinions on this is, yes, I'm not American. However, the American political climate has affected my life in a different country in a very, very significant, awful way. So I have opinions on where I stand with everything because it's screwing me over. Oh, what I was going to say is I hate when people hide behind Christianity and be like, you guys just hate me because I'm a Christian. You guys just hate me because religion. Religion has nothing to do with the political views. Religion has nothing to do with the fact that you support really, really harmful ideologies by your own words. And I'm sure people aren't criticizing you for being a Christian. They're criticizing you for the harmful stuff. And I just hate how they hide behind Christianity and think that it absolves them of everything. It drives me bonkers, this whole like religious shield that people tend to have, especially bad people like this. Like, it's just not okay. And then this is another really good comment. She opened Pandora's box and thought she would be praised as a hero, but wasn't prepared for the negative backlash that goes along with being in the social media public eye. This is exactly it. I just didn't know how to word it before. She was getting so many praises and felt like a hero until the criticism came in. And how you handle criticism and what you do going forward is really important. And she blocked, deleted any type of criticism. So then we have someone saying like, I don't think snarking on political views is okay. And this is a really interesting perspective. She and I have different views on virtually everything, but I also think the issue is that people are snarking on her political views, which I'm against, right now more than the fact that she has completely entered local territory. I watched the first interview and it didn't sit well with my soul because I felt she was trying to clear P's name, and I feel the next interview will be the same. I feel she has made them more popular and people are starting to slowly sympathize with P. No, he deleted his TikTok. Absolutely not. The politics in this case is directly linked. Trump is a known abuser and clearly guilty of CSA, out of his mouth too, mind you guys, among a litany of other sex crimes. Why would P be any different? Do people know that he actually said that a victim of our wording enjoyed it? Like, did that he sexually assaulted someone and she enjoyed it? He said those words out of his own mouth.
Well, sort of, that's what she said I did to her. She fainted with great emotion. She actually indicated that she loved it. Okay, she loved it until commercial break. In fact, I think she said it was sexy, didn't she? It was very sexy to be ripped. Didn't she say that?
So, sir, I just want to confirm, it's your testimony that E. Jean Carroll said that she loved being sexually assaulted by you?
Well, based on her interview with Anderson Cooper.
Why would P be any different for her? If being a pedo isn't a deal breaker for who you vote for, then it's clearly not a deal breaker for some dickwad in Texas. I think when those political views she has are actively harming people, then it's no longer a case of we can have different views and still be friends. And that's how it's feeling right now, especially when her crowd is making everyone feel unsafe and uncomfortable here in the US. I think that's why some of us are snarking on that, but I understand where you're coming from. No worries. She just isn't a good person, sadly. I was disgusted when I saw she posted that she stands with ICE. And again, the idea of controlling illegal immigration, I think, is important. The tactics that they're using is horrific. It is so harmful and unnecessary, and they've lost the plot, in my opinion. Just my little old opinion. And from what I hear from people who are in the States, from people who support me, who message me, who say that they're scared, who say that it's not okay right now, like, oh my God. That's basically what happened with Hannah. It all got too much to her and she yeeted out of the community, which, like, peace out, Girl Scout. I don't think you're the right person for this gig anyway. Yikes. Hey guys, I almost forgot to include this, but obviously it's, kind of important. Apparently, Sarah was also found to have a verified OnlyFans account. As you can see right here, there's the check mark. And apparently to verify OnlyFans, you have to submit your ID and all that stuff. Now, people are speculating that this very well could have been a troll who created this account, verified with their ID, and then went in and changed the name. I'm not sure the truth to that claim or if that's possible or how OF actually works, but I found this wildly interesting. You have this one here, and then here's the description. I always have fun going to the park. Seeing some kind of nature in the city is important to me because I am a country girl at heart. I love hiking with my family, fishing, and camping too. And then here, it's just an overview of her page. $4.99 to subscribe. Just a girl on her way to achieving her dreams. And then obviously we have the bearded dragon up here as well. That is an old picture of her. I believe people were speculating from about May, and they found it in her TikTok on the cover photos. And yeah, so this was another really important part of the update that I wanted to give you guys that I almost forgot about, but oh my goodness. Anyway, if anyone knows how OF works, like I said, a lot of people were saying that you have to have a valid ID to be able to verify your OnlyFans, which you can see right here. It is verified. And it's been going on since May. So it wasn't currently active. It was only active for a little bit way back when, and it's now been deactivated. What a concept. The minute it makes it to Reddit, it gets deactivated. Now, sure, this could very well be a troll, but I mean, are we gonna choose to believe that? So I really quickly wanted to add in this update because I thought it was really important. But now let's talk about Patrick playing Roblox, shall we? Then fast forward to just a day ago, or 2 days ago? No, 1 day ago. It comes out that Patrick is on Roblox. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know about Roblox, but they currently have a lawsuit against them, I believe, because they are platforming predators and allowing predators to run rampant on their game. A huge YouTuber who's kind of like To Catch a Predator type vibes made a video about this. And what did Roblox do? Sorry, he made, I believe, a series of videos catching predators on Roblox, like IRL. And what did Roblox do? They deleted his account, blocked him, and sued him. So they are protecting the predators. Well, doesn't it come out that Patrick is on Roblox? Here is his profile right here. He's playing right now. I don't know how they found it, but they found it, and I can't. P Daddy's playing children games on Roblox. Trade a brain rot, crush for brain rots, retro tower defense. So playing all this like brain rot content, which is directly connected to children games. So 9 hours ago, I was on a creator's live tonight when multiple people said that P was on Roblox again playing a game called Bubblegum Simulator. That game is designed for kids. He's a very sick man. He's probably trying to find the small percentage of kids whose parents neglect them enough to the point where they might sneak away and play this late. Sick, twisted man. You're on everyone's radar, Patrick. I'd be more afraid of sleuthing from Redditors or TikTokers than the police at this point. Not a smart move playing kiddie games at 1 a.m. after all of this. Literally, like, what are you doing? Has it been confirmed? Could it be H on his account? Maybe, I don't know, but I'm not giving P the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't deserve it. I'm just thinking critically, LOL. Yeah, I don't know how it's been confirmed that it's his account, but Reddit has been right about everything so far. So let's be realistic. It is his account. Not surprised he's a sick man. I tried watching videos on this game. I'm so confused why a 40-plus-year-old man is playing this. Me too. I know this game because my ex-partner's daughter played it with her friends. They were 12. But I'm also being dragged because people are saying it's a reach. Roblox in general is played by mostly younger genre. I know this for a fact. Yeah, it's literally a kid's game. But this is a really good point. Let's be real. I don't judge adults for playing Roblox. I used to play with my family/friends. It's just so boring and stupid as hell, but a pred is a pred. So yes, most would find it a little concerning. I don't think it's a reach or weird to question P at all. I don't judge adults playing Roblox either. I judge P. There's a difference between the two. Yeah, my comment was aimed towards the people in the comments. Yeah. Here's another one. Low-key, he's probably playing with his son, LOL. Weren't they making a Roblox game together at one point? Yeah, but probably not playing with his son at 1 a.m. People like P playing Roblox is exactly why I don't let my kids play. Yeah, my kids keep asking me, like, why aren't we allowed to play Roblox? Like, please let us play. We don't add anyone. Like, they know. They know there's scary people online and not to add anyone as friends. And I was like, just no. But I also strictly monitor their activities and their gameplay on it because, like, no. So that's making people really uncomfortable. And again, I agree. It's not about adults playing Roblox. Lots of adults play Roblox, whatever. It is what it is. It's the fact that he is playing Roblox. It's him. It's a him problem, not an adult playing Roblox problem. Let's just make that entirely clear. But yeah, what a wild turn of events this has been. I have no idea what he was going to admit to in that next interview. I don't know. I don't think that any good would have necessarily come from Hannah doing that next interview. I think that setting up an actual not going to wing it interview would be a lot more beneficial than this on the fly hug your dad interview that we ended up seeing. But that's just my opinion. And again, this isn't necessarily about politics, right? I want you guys to keep it respectful in the comments. And I know that there's going to be people who aren't going to keep it respectful, and that's fine. It's your prerogative. It's your right to your opinion. But if you're going to support really harmful ideologies, you can't get upset when people don't agree with you and don't support those super harmful ideologies or people. And it's really interesting to me to see Republicans argue against everyone and just like the back and forth, and everything is blaming it on the Democrats, and which is such a political move. Like, they're always constantly blaming each other. But there was that, and I honestly, I didn't expect that to happen, and that would be the reason why we didn't get the second interview. I don't know. I agree with some people saying like it probably never was going to happen. Let's be realistic. And then the fact that Patrick is playing on Roblox makes me very physically uncomfortable. I don't like it at all. But that's what I got for you for this update. It's not going to be a long and juicy confession one, obviously, but this was important to cover. It was such a wild turn of events that Hannah basically got canceled, and it wasn't even necessarily for the interview. It was for her lack of ability to handle criticism. And also, to back it up, to be on Hannah's side, if anyone was sending her any types of threats, if they were threatening her children, anything like that over her political views, you need to stop. It's not okay to threaten people. It's not okay to send any type of threats. It's okay to disagree. And I feel like that's probably the majority of what was happening, was just like a disagreement with like, you can't, what are you talking about? Judgmental, what? I feel like that's more so where it was. And of course, this is the internet. There's going to be psychotic, crazy people who will reach out and threaten or dox or anything like that. That's part and parcel with being a content creator, but it's not okay. We should not be threatening anyone over their political views. People should not be dying over their political views, or killing other people over their political views, or canceling people over their political views. But not agreeing is not hate. Accountability for what you stand for, and her running away and deleting her account is really telling when it comes to accountability and like staying strong in what you stand for. Obviously, you don't. Obviously, you're wish-washy in some ways because you ran away, right? So anyway, this has been probably a super messy video. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But thank you so much for joining me. Please share your thoughts down below. Again, keep it respectful, because keep it respectful. What a crazy, wild turn of events this has turned out to be. Man, and Patrick on Roblox, like, oh my God, yuck. Ugh, yuck, cringe, uncomfortable, the whole, everything. It's not okay. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.